Got 'em, catch 'em all's on point. This episode 72, y'all. Guess who back in the motherfucking building?
Beam Team.
Mr. Beam Team himself. What's happening?
It's nigga's face. Hello, please.
I want you. We're gonna take a look real quick. Can you point where the beam at? I can't.
Yeah, right it.
It's kind of dark outside. I don't know. I ain't really seeing it out there.
I ain't never seen Wynton look like that, man.
What's the beam?
You looking like the king of Sacramento tonight.
Beam to beam, light to beam to beam. Man, I'm a king till I die, man. I'm a king till I die. All right. I love my city. I love my town. It was heart-wrenching. Fuck the money. And fuck, I ain't even got the money. I ain't even going up here in front like I got that shit right now, man. I'm gonna do y'all like every neighborhood drug dealer. You know, hey, go ahead and let me hold that ounce to the mile. You know, when I got it, you got it. All right?
Good.
All right?
We ain't in no rush.
Like, we had the opportunity. It was a really good series, Game 7. We got our money's worth. Obviously, Sacramento got their money's worth, right? We went up against the defending champs. And I felt like we didn't play our game. I don't feel like we really played Sacramento Kings ball until the end, the last two games when we obviously had to win. We started playing Sacramento Kings ball, and then, a lesson well learned. I'm very proud of the team.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there.
Yeah,
you said lesson well learned.
Lesson
so this
well
means, you didn't learn your lesson with the Seattle and Niner game. And that didn't prompt you to learn your lesson with the Kings versus Warriors. So now you telling me you learned your lesson.
So wait, the first bet, that was... It wasn't a pride bet, you know what I mean?
It was a hate bet.
It was a hate bet. It was.
Yeah.
I was hating. I
we
don't
know.
care for the Niners. Y'all know that. Come on now. Until I die too. You know what I mean? All right. So it was a hate bet. Yeah.
This was a hard bet.
Sacramento. It was hard for me to make the bet.
No, it was a hard bet.
It was hard for me to make it in the first time. So yes, it was definitely the pride, bro. The pride.
But so the pride cost you $200.
Yeah. Like I said, when I got it, you got it. All right, well, you got it.
I better got it tomorrow.
Shit.
Good season all in all, man.
Yeah, all in all, man.
I'm gonna be. I got two conversations I gotta have right now. 2-lane conversation. First lane conversation is to the Sacramento Kings. You got my respect. I didn't think it was gonna take 7 for them, for the Warriors to beat them. So I'm lightweight excited. There's a lot of Kings fans I do know, and I could tell that they were genuinely excited that they had a winner. You know what I mean? That they had something to look forward to.
Shit, I hear a butt.
Oh, it's gonna be a butt,
I
a
hear
fat
a
one,
fucking butt,
a thick one. And and I was genuinely excited for it. I was happy that they was happy. I was like, you know what, man? They proud for their team. They've been losing all these years, and they finally got something to cheer for, right? And I'm genuinely excited for them. I am. This is no BS. And then there's niggas like you. It's one thing to try to elevate them. You're trying to exude the confidence and say, man, I'm proud to, support my team. But it's another when you talking shit and throwing rocks at a giant. And that giant is the 17-time world champion,
here
Lakers.
We go. 17?
17 of them.
16 and a half.
17,
and a half.
17.
The bubble season.
Hey, that's one more than y'all don't have.
Y'all didn't have to go up against Clay.
Okay.
And
Y'all didn't
Steph.
think about that. Okay.
Y'all wish y'all had a bubble chip. And what's real interesting too, it might end up being a rematch between the Lakers and the Heat, and then it won't be really a bubble champ, would it?
What?
To you. I'm gonna get to you.
Oh my
I'm gonna get to
God.
you.
You think the Lakers will beat the Nuggets?
It's gonna be tough, but I'm confident that the Lakers are gonna do what they need to do.
Tripping.
This is the thing.
You want to bet on that?
You want to bet? Do
No,
you
no,
want to
no,
bet?
no.
That's the question.
Let me pay my
You
tab
ain't even
first.
paid me
Let me pay
my
my
money
tab first. All right, let me pay my
for
tab
this bet,
first.
and you already in a
Hell
you already
yeah.
trying to get into
Because
another hole.
y'all ain't even really made it to that next round yet.
See, that's
so,
that
so-
hate,
Double or nothing?
that hate coming out of him. He can't help it. He can't help it.
Double or nothing.
But let me speak on this. I gotta get this out because this dude over here, and y'all all know this, not all season, but the majority of the season, talking mad shit like his
Proving you
jaw
wrong.
was broken,
Yeah.
talking crazy about the Kings, saying Lakers trash, all this shit. Where we at now?
You still came
Where
in
we
in the
at
6th
now?
seed. You got lucky. Came in the 6th seed.
How we got lucky? We was the 7th seed.
You're blowing a 3-1 lead.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Why is the
Trash.
loser talking?
Because I can't
Why is
now.
the loser
I
talking?
can now. Just
you
come
can't
on,
now.
Come on and
You
join
couldn't.
me.
You shouldn't have
Come
been
on.
talking then. You should have been doing what? Shutting the fuck up.
Get the
That's what you should have been
fuck
doing.
up out of here.
You should have been shutting the fuck up.
Nah,
and that's the
man.
problem. See, when you not humble,
Okay, you humble.
when you're not humble,
humble as
You not
Go
humble?
ahead. Go ahead.
the fall is so great.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
That's the problem.
That's why we gotta talk shit all year for this moment right here. Remember, I said years and years of turmoil right here, right now. Humble. He trying to talk humble because this nigga got 17 champions. He got that in his back pocket. All right, I get it. All right.
And what happened with the Grizzlies? Warren, what did I tell you was going to happen? No, I want you to know. I want to let Warren talk now because I want you to regurgitate what I told you was going to happen in this series.
He said the same way the Lakers beat the Grizzlies, they'll beat the Warriors.
And what's happening? I said the Lakers was going to win game 1. What'd they do? Win game 1. And then I said they was going to lose game 2 because they didn't need that. They got 1 out of 2. Then what did I tell you? It was going to be no, I didn't just say they was going to win game 3. I said it was going to be a blowout game 3. Hit them niggas by 30. Then I said game 4 is going to be close, but Lakers going to pull it out. And I said they're going to go back to the Chase Center. Warriors going to get that one just like the Grizzlies did in game 5. And then when they come to game 6, we can put the money on it right now. Lakers by 15. Ain't even going to be close.
Damn!
Yeah, that's hella confident. I mean,
The video of the corgi that's going around.
I saw it day 1.
And Corgi said Warriors and Saturday.
When I got my faith in the Corey, or I got my faith in LeBron not blowing 3-1 leads.
Corgi's
I think I'm gonna
kinda
take on
happy.
LeBron never blowing no 3-1 lead.
That was a
Steph,
young LeBron.
Steph done blown 3-1 leads. Your boy KD, who just got put out right now, done blown 3-1 leads.
And Steph
Kawhi Leonard, your boy, who just has been blown 3-1 leads. But the King James
here we go.
ain't never blown no 3-1
Steph
lead.
has also came back from a 3-1 lead before.
Not against
a
LeBron.
3-1
Against your
3-1 deficit.
Against your boy KD.
Yeah, he
See,
don't-
that's KD. That's not LeBron.
But see,
them
that's-
niggas ain't on the same level.
That's when the name was made. The Game 6 Clay. So we go see tomorrow.
What Clay
if-
been
if-
what
if
what Clay
Game
been doing?
6 Clay
He been
comes
getting
back.
clamped. He been getting clamped.
Yeah, but Game 6 is that's his game. Game 6 Clay.
It ain't going past this, bro.
For shits and giggles, you guys lose tomorrow.
Mhm.
What happens in Game 7?
Still one more game.
Do you think you guys will win Game 7 in the Bay?
This is the thing. The Lakers need to treat this like the Game 7, just like they did with the Grizzlies.
I feel you.
They did the same thing with the Grizzlies. They came out and threw y'all niggas out by 40.
But see,
by 40
the
piece.
Grizzlies ain't the Warriors. You know, Steph
Y'all
gonna
think
show
he
up.
a shooter Morant? Up out of here. Dylan the Villain Brooks? Up out of here.
You know, Steph gonna show up tomorrow night.
I kind of
No.
feel like he will because he's made that deal with the devil and he's going to show up. He's
So is
going
Clay.
to.
Clay wasn't really popping
Listen,
yesterday
I'm
either.
telling-
But you see, y'all keep on saying that these guys ain't been that he ain't been hitting. There's a reason why they ain't been hitting. The Lakers defense. That's something that the Lakers, and we talking serious talk, that the Lakers defense is way better, vastly better than the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings couldn't contend. They let Curry run around freely. That's why he dropped 50 on y'all in Game 7.
They just let
The
him.
Lakers are not. He's shooting badly. His efficiency is
Let
horrible.
this nigga drop 60 on him tomorrow.
They won't. How much you want to bet? Do you want to put some on it? How much you want to put on it?
I still owe you, man.
Exactly. So shut up.
All right.
Stop talking
Right.
like you gonna put a bet on it.
I'll say
You need
this.
to zip it
I'll say
because your
this.
team ain't in it.
I'll say this: if the Warriors win tomorrow night,
It's a whole lot of ifs.
let me finish. If they win tomorrow night, we're gonna witness a special game from either Steph or Clay. One of them. If they win tomorrow, it's gonna be a special. It's gonna be an event where we'll all look back like, nigga, you remember that
Right.
Warriors Lakers series, Game 6? It's gonna be one of those type of nights.
Somebody else is gonna have to hit. That's why what happened in Game 5, Draymond had to step up. That was his best game probably in the whole season.
You're right. You're right.
Like he had to have a season best game in that game for the Warriors to even barely win it. Like if AD don't go out, that game is still close down at the end, even in the chase. So to me, other guys are going to have to step up. But Poole over here spending $500K on Ice Spice ain't gonna get it done.
we'll get into that.
That nigga ain't gonna get it done. And Clay has not been hitting because of the Lakers' defense.
But look, Game 4, you guys barely won, and Steph's been struggling. He dropped a triple double.
And the Lakers shot bad.
He dropped a triple double.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. But the Lake in that game, the only reason why it was close because the Lakers just shot bad.
But you guys are not known as a jump shooting team.
But
You're-
but the Lakers are when it comes to making baskets, they can be efficient. Once they get rolling, that's why they was able to win by 30 in that game.
You guys are
because they were hitting shots.
You guys are attack the basket, get to the line.
We beat them up physically.
Very
That's
true.
how they do it.
That's
The Lakers
true.
will beat you up physically. That's what it does,
Yeah.
and it's demoralizing. That's how they've been winning.
I want to stick with what you said as far as if Golden State Warriors come out and they win Game 3, it's going to be an iconic Game 7, right? We had this conversation last year as far as when I said, oh, this asserts Steph Curry above LeBron. I feel like this series and what happens after this trumps the question as far as who is the GOAT of modern day time.
Really?
Is there two GOATs at one time? You know what I mean? Did Michael Jackson go up against another GOAT? Maybe Kobe towards the late of his end years, but Kobe was still on the rise, right? There's never been two GOATs at one time, and I feel like this matchup should not necessarily maybe assert one above the other, but proclaim that GOAT status.
I mean, probably if there was, you'd probably say maybe someone like Bird and Magic at the same time.
Okay.
But so I'm a dead this conversation. This is real interesting. This is usually coming from the LeBron hate club, and he's if hating LeBron was a sport, bro, he'd be a gold medalist.
Facts.
So this is the thing. This is the reason why the conversation is even asinine to even have. Who's the GOAT to you of all time basketball? Perfect.
Michael Jordan, yeah.
Would we all agree?
Yeah.
100%.
When it's talking about the GOAT conversation, who's the player that they're comparing?
Michael Jordan too?
Yeah, no, they're comparing to Michael Jordan as being the GOAT. What player out there has been the most consistent?
Well, of course, Kobe.
No, it hasn't.
It's on LeBron, but
It's been LeBron.
yeah.
So let me ask this: How many conversations? What? Yeah, that's the consensus. There's no one else. The majority of people who are either watch it, NBA or study it, analysts, all of that, they've got Jordan number 1 and they've got LeBron number 2.
Wow.
Now there's people who think LeBron is number 1. I'm not one of them players. I'm not one of them people. But there are people who say that based on his, accolades, his longevity, his assists, rebounds, points, everything.
Does that play a factor? I have a question about that. Does that play a factor with the longevity when it comes to Jordan? Like if Jordan would have been in the league that long, he would have.
100%. That's the reason why I have Jordan.
Okay, that's
well,
awesome.
I'll say this, and this is the reason why I don't like some of the GOAT conversation, because most people who have the GOAT conversation between Michael and LeBron is they feel like they got to shit on LeBron to elevate Jordan. No, Jordan is elevated because what Jordan did. His accomplishments is what elevates him, not what LeBron did or didn't do. I hate that comparison. You don't have to hate on LeBron to elevate Jordan. That's why I got Jordan number 1, but I don't shit on LeBron to make Jordan number 1. He's number 1 because he's number 1. That's how I look at it. But back to my conversation. I ain't never not once heard of no conversation that's saying Steph Curry is the GOAT with Michael Jordan. So this whole crazy idea that Steph is going to leapfrog LeBron in the ranking is crazy and it's stupid. Because you ain't never had no conversation between Steph and Jordan. It's always been Jordan and LeBron.
Well, because it's
so we
modern
can
day,
dead
bro.
that conversation.
We're talking modern day.
It doesn't matter modern day. modern day, yesterday, today.
It matters.
It
to
don't
me.
matter.
It matters.
Steph, how many
feel like
conversations?
Steph-
How many GOAT conversations has Steph been in comparison to Michael? Answer that for me, Warren.
That's a
None.
That's a
Not a
it's
single
popularity
one.
contest, bro.
It's about GOAT conversations.
Look, listen here. LeBron went to one of the worst teams or worst franchises at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland. Took him quite a few years, and definitely he did some great things, and he stood out, became popular. Curry did the same thing, bro. Who the fuck were the Warriors before? Don't get me wrong, they did have Baron Davis for a period of time. Antoine Walker, I'm probably fucking up that name. But in general, who were the Warriors before Steph, Clay, and Draymond came? You know what I mean? Like,
I like how you said all three of them.
because
when
they
you
came
mention LeBron,
technically.
it's nobody else.
They had opportunities. What do you mean there's nobody else? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So you telling me Curry took a team to the finals that LeBron had with Cleveland? Name me the team that Steph Curry ain't never had talent on.
He never left the team that brought
I
him up.
asked you name me the team
Okay.
that Steph Curry has been his whatever year in his 14-year career where he hasn't had talent on it. Name me the year.
Talent that they didn't have to trade for, except for the year that they did KD.
That part.
Okay,
So that's 3 years. And he got two championships and 3 finals appearances in it. Right?
okay.
So you telling me them ain't watered down? They not watered down?
When did LeBron win one without Kyrie?
When he was in
Without Kyrie? When he was with the Lakers.
Miami and Miami.
So he had to leave somewhere to supposedly see what
That's
it feels like.
That's what's his greatness. He's able to go to. He's the only player to
went
go.
to,
he's only. Wait a minute. Let me finish talking. He's gotten three franchises. He's got 3 Finals MVPs. He's the only player to have that.
Bro, I could probably
That
do that
tells-
right now on 2K right now.
I'll
go ahead and trade and put all the best players on the goddamn team and win every fucking championship. Hell yeah.
So
What you
he's
talking
had. So
about?
he's had the best. He's always had the
Bro,
best team
you
going
telling
into
me-
the finals.
You telling me Dwayne Wade, LeBron wasn't the best era of fucking basketball?
No.
Lob City?
No.
Lob City wasn't even around before this shit.
So you telling me that Steph Curry's Warriors with KD wasn't better than that? That's what you telling me. That's what you expect the audience to
I don't
believe.
think so. Actually, I would love to
It's
see
a nut ass
that.
nigga. You don't even believe that.
I would love to see
It's
that.
a nut ass nigga.
That would be
That's
nice
a nut.
to see,
That's a
bro.
nut ass nigga.
That'd be really nice to see. I think that's a good
Nut-ass
matchup.
It's a
Come
nut.
Halloween.
I think
That's
that's
nigga
a
nut.
That's a prime at a prime.
No, you
He tripping, right?
are out of pocket.
You
with
tripping.
that.
Any-
That KD team is probably the greatest team ever.
It was, but
Ain't no but.
Steph still
It ain't
did,
no but.
He did it before the
It
trade.
ain't no but.
You even said it himself. KD was a part of it because if they didn't get KD, they weren't going to battle with the firepower that was being built in on the other side. You know
No,
what I mean?
no. That ain't the narrative.
No.
That ain't the narrative.
Why would they get
don't
KD
change
then?
it?
Why would
Because
they
they
get
couldn't
KD?
win. Because they couldn't beat him.
Did they win before they
No.
got KD?
And that's the point. No. And
Did they win
Yes.
before they
Oh,
got
yes.
KD?
Was,
It just
was
would
they
have been a
healthy?
closer game.
Was they healthy? The Warriors beat only LeBron.
Okay.
Kyrie and Kevin Love were both hurt in that series.
They
They
were.
were out. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? There ain't no
when,
but.
When Kyrie and Love was healthy, when Kyrie and Love was healthy,
They were still murking them.
it took an amazing shot by Kyrie to win.
No, it also
they-
took
they
a
went
7
7
chase down
games.
block. You always
Yeah,
forget about that.
I mean,
Like-
it took everything they had to still beat that Warriors team.
But that speaks to his greatness. The only player in finals history to ever come back from a 3-1 lead, ever in a finals.
But he's
in
also
a finals.
been saved twice in the finals. Ray Allen saved his ass.
That's not.
And Kyrie
Oh,
Irving
so
saved
so
his
wait a
ass.
minute. So that and
He's
that's
been
it. That's
saved
where the
twice.
hating comes from.
No,
That's where the hating comes
it's-
from.
it's a hating
That's where the
fact.
hating comes from. You
Wynton.
want to
That
know why it's
corner-
hating?
That corner shot
That's
was a
what-
motherfucking
yeah.
miracle.
He
Yeah.
saved him.
Oh, so
That was a
so
motherfucking
I love how
miracle.
you said that. So, but no one says that when Kerr saved Jordan with his shot. No one says when Robert Horry saved the Lakers against the Kings.
When
No
it-
one says that.
So look,
Still hating
No
for
one
that.
says that.
I'm gonna say.
So see, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all moved the goalpost.
Rob,
The haters of the game
Your
moved the
argument-
goalpost for
I'm
LeBron.
gonna tell you why
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why your argument is it means nothing. Kerr never saved Jordan. Jordan has never been in an elimination game in the finals. Period.
That was a Game 7 game.
No, it wasn't. Jordan's never been to Game 7 in the finals.
That was
Took him out.
LeBron was in an elimination game. Fucking Ray Allen saved him. LeBron in an elimination game. Kyrie saved him. Jordan doesn't get saved.
So if he loses that game, that's not a save.
Who?
That's the thing. So you're losing the argument. You're picking and choosing what narratives you want to
You said
push
if he
for
didn't
which
make the
player.
shot,
That's what you want to do. You want to make it where it's okay for this player and not okay for this player. And the person I'm speaking to when I say shitting on a player to elevate another one is you.
How do I bring him down? I talk about what he has done.
You try to put him under guys that are in the same league as him, like KD, Kawhi. You try to eclipse have those guys be above him because you hate him.
When have I ever said, in the grand scheme of things, Kawhi Leonard, KD, they're all time greater than LeBron? Never said it.
Yes, you do, because
Never
you praise them 30 times more than you would ever give the LeBron accomplishments.
My top three, I have, like I said, MJ, Kobe, LeBron.
Okay.
Now,
With it?
Now, the argument with Steph, I said it like this: LeBron is above Steph. I've kept this argument. If Steph has more rings than LeBron at the end, and if he won this year, I feel like we had to start having a discussion because he would have 5, LeBron would have 4. Steph would only have 2 finals losses. LeBron has 9. And Steph did it in one city.
Who went to the finals
It
more?
didn't have to change.
LeBron. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be.
And that's the thing, and that's my point, and that's what no one gives him the credit for, is because the reason is when he got to the finals, he was always the underdog. He was playing the superior team. The only time, and this is the one where if I've ever shitted on LeBron, the biggest blemish on LeBron's career ever is him losing to Dallas. Because that was the series where that was his first finals with the Heat. Because he went to the finals, but he lost to the Spurs when he was playing with just a pack of gum. You can't even name a nigga that was on that Cavs team when he took them to the finals. Ain't a player up in here that y'all talking about could bring that team to the finals except maybe MJ. Not a single one. Not Kobe. Not none of them.
You're right.
People need to stop hating on this man. Like it's okay. He's always looking to get somebody else involved. His first instinct is never to score. Kobe and Jordan are the same. Them is that killer instinct, mama mentality. Those guys are like extremely similar. I like both of them, but I thought LeBron's play has never been like Jordan's play.
He's more selfless. He does pass the ball a little bit more in situations where he should be taking the shot. Also, kind of what Warren was saying, the ball's never really in his hand in those clutch moments and him taking those shots.
That's actually a lie.
It's very few. I know that.
That's actually, it's funny you said
very
that.
Few.
That's actually a lie. He's actually the most clutch player. The stats prove that he's the most clutch player.
But his most clutch moments, you'll remember other players for.
No, but is he the most clutch player? Is that a fact or not? You shouldn't. This is an example, Warren. This is an example.
MJ's way more clutch.
The stats don't say it though.
Yeah, but let's not look at stats.
No, so the numbers don't lie. People do though.
So telling me to save the human race on this planet, you could pick one basketball player. Since LeBron has the most stats of the most clutch player, you're taking him over MJ?
Hell no.
You're taking him over Kobe?
Hell no.
All right, so let's end
No,
that
we're not going to end
He's
it.
not more clutch than those two guys.
It never said that. What I said is the narrative that you're saying that he's not clutch. That's what I'm pointing to. You shitting on him saying he's not clutch.
I never said he's not.
And you wrong.
What I said.
You saying that he's not more clutch.
I said he wasn't more clutch.
But what did I say? I said he's more. He's not known for his most clutch moments.
Yeah.
Kyrie is more known for
the clutch shot
in LeBron's career. Yeah. That was the biggest shot of LeBron's career.
Ray Allen's too.
Period.
Even though Ray Allen's a
Period.
shooter. Yeah.
That's the biggest shot. Yeah. That was LeBron's biggest championship.
Yeah.
And Kyrie made the shot, not LeBron. That's not shitting on him. That's facts.
That is shitting on him because you're trying. We're gonna call this shit out because we can pull up all the transcripts and the receipts. You've been up on Kyrie's nuts for the longest, but your ass done backed off because this nigga trash now.
Facts, Wynton, or what?
I don't know about the whole Kyrie nut riding.
This is the thing that a lot of people don't know. The audience don't know is that Warren has had to back off his position because the players that he's tried to assert ahead of LeBron been ass. Kyrie, trash. KD, out of here. Kyrie, out of here. All them niggas that you try to put ahead of LeBron, them niggas ain't on his level. So you need to end that shit. We can keep it 100 if you want to keep it 100.
I will say
let's not go there.
I will say this because we do need to move on. Fuck the Lakers. All right, Jordan.
It's that hate.
All right, Golden State.
Lakers
Jordan.
in 6. Lakers in 6.
Golden State Jordan Poole drops $500K on Ice Spice. Are you fucking kidding me? You get a bag and this is what you do with it?
I don't know if this is true. Is this true?
That can't be fucking true. You don't get a fucking bag and just drop it on for
Did
what?
he
For
propose?
a date?
Did he propose to her?
For a date.
No,
That's gonna be his wife.
for a date.
That must have been some
No,
expensive
just
groceries.
this new rapper that's out
You thought he was feeling me?
that she ain't even all that good.
I know.
She's not even on that.
She's cute though. No, she's cute.
She's attractive. She's attractive and all that, and she's just been the biggest draw right now. I ain't hating on her. I just don't think that I don't think she's on the level of a Nicki Minaj.
Even though she has a song with Nicki Minaj.
No, I think she's not one of them.
How much does Jordan Poole get paid? What's his contract?
He getting like $40 million.
Yeah.
He just got a bag.
Yeah. No,
He's
he's
still to spend
No,
$500K.
that's still not even 40. If it was over 100 million, sure, maybe. But
That's a $500,000 right there, bro.
nigga, you got cousins that need some help.
For real.
Jesus.
so let's
what?
do a ring around the horn. Y'all think it's crazy?
Yeah.
For him, I
So
don't think it's
y'all
crazy.
would if you had his type of bread, you wouldn't drop
Not
500K
500.
What I'm trying to understand is what did he spend the money on?
on the date.
Did she give it up?
But like,
we don't know that.
What cost $500K though?
If she did, that's
rapper,
a
I guess
prostitute.
the
That's a
rapper
transaction.
The rapper and
that's
everything.
what
Is that who it is?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's a
I'm
transaction.
not- you're right. My bad. I
Hold on,
wasn't
was it
trying to
the
say
rapper that she had to pay $500K for, or like what was it?
No, for the date.
Like he must have had.
What was on the date?
That's what I'm saying. Like he had to get a
Whatever
private,
you think it was.
a private plane. Had to
Yeah,
get a
stuff like
private
that.
plane.
Yeah, but so just think of it that way.
I
Just
thought
think
it
of
was a
it.
rapper.
Just think of a date that you went on, and the most expensive date you've ever spent. That's what he spent with her.
They got a menu. They're like 100,000 for
Yeah, they was eating gold porterhouses and
Steaks,
shit.
yeah. I feel you.
tiger's penis.
Salt Bay personally came over and delivered it to him.
I wonder what city they was in.
The menu was an aphrodisiac. You can eat it, get you hard at the table.
That's in
Right.
it was in the Bay.
I don't know where it was
Supposedly
at.
he didn't
Flew around
smash
the world.
either though.
Yeah,
Not for a girlfriend.
You know, I can understand whining and dining, but bro, you'll go broke doing this shit. Like,
For a
why
girlfriend?
would you do that?
For a girlfriend?
Not even
That
for
ain't
a
even a
girlfriend, but
girlfriend.
just
That's
for a
for
night
one
on the
date.
town with one
that's
of the
not
probably-
even his woman.
Oh my God, no.
Supposedly the rumor is Drake flew her out. Drake smashed and then put her on a plane and sent her back home.
That's a
on a
rumor.
drug
Though. We don't know if
rumor,
that's.
yeah.
We don't know if
That's
that's
a rumor.
true. I know there's a lot of subliminals in there, but
Was it on
it
the
might-
weekend?
This might be the reason why Poole's been playing like trash because
he was working.
This nigga stressing over this $500K that he didn't spend. He ain't get the cut he after. But so y'all ain't spending it. Y'all wouldn't do that.
No,
I don't
man,
care if you
nobody-
got that
nobody
much money.
knows.
500K could do so much.
Well, if you're Elon Musk, but I mean, Jesus.
Not even that.
To me, that's just a show. If you actually did do this, that's a
Flexing.
flex you trying to put on for somebody else just to
Flexing.
say that I got it like
Oh,
that.
that's on some
I'll,
fucking.
I'll spend just 500K.
Right,
on
that's
it.
on
is a
that,
flex,
that's on
yeah.
some Lord of War type shit. You know, when he was impressing the girl. Type
Right,
shit,
right,
You know
right.
what I mean? Like,
Hey, but if he would have, what if he got her mama? You see her mama?
Oh,
I did see
yeah.
that too. Yeah,
Her mom
yeah,
was
they
bad.
look like twins.
Nah, her mom looked better.
Nah,
I think mom's
Man.
better.
But
niggas-
debatable.
niggas
I'm
don't
kind of with you, Warren. I
Niggas
ain't
don't
gonna
even
lie.
throw this at the strip club though.
Yeah.
Like $500K, like man,
Oh, on a date though. That's the
tripping.
thing.
you setting the
He probably
expectation way too high.
He probably threw a Birkin bag in there. He probably had some gifts.
Right,
The whole shit,
right.
gold flowers, whatever it might have been. It might have been something extravagant like that.
But now you say, let's just hypothetically, this is your first date, nigga.
500K.
She feeling you. She want to rock with you. How you gonna do that again? You gonna wine and dine her like that again? Now she won't. Now she on board with you.
Bro.
You created a habit and a problem.
facts.
You know what I
That's
mean?
facts.
And an expectation that you took you. That's how I met you.
Because girls, man, they be setting up bars like, oh, Valentine's, you got me this, this, and this. And then the next you got to do something better. See, now he's got to spend $600K,
That's
a million.
400 that's 4 Super Bowl tickets.
How you break down that math? I know, right?
I think the
Four?
ones was going for. I think they were going for like $86K.
Oh, I
this
can
year's
see
Super
that,
Bowl?
yeah. Because normal
He was
tickets
going
was
for
30.
$86,000
I think like sitting on like
for the lowest one.
I think
No.
something like that. Yeah.
No, they were like
they was like
20K.
5 and no, they was like 5 and 6 and 7.
No, they were up there, man.
From what I remember.
Let me see.
Because when I looked, I remember looking. They were like
86.
They were like
Super Bowl.
It was like a car. It was the price of a car. That I was like, damn. But it's worth it. I thought. If
I
you
could
make
see.
200K in a year,
I could see it being
I'd go to
10
Super Bowl.
maybe
I
because I
spent
remember the
20,000.
Super Bowl before that. It was only like 6 or 7. Like it couldn't have jumped up to damn inflation that bad. God damn.
What's the price
Nah,
of
but
a
he
car?
tripping. He
Yeah,
tripping.
that's a fact.
He big tripping on that, and it's big simping.
Yeah, that's
for,
simp.
for sure.
That's simp as fuck.
That's what it looks like. Like it now, granted, I'm not.
43,000.
That was the lowest
The
ticket.
most expensive one. Yeah.
Oh, that was the most expensive.
Yeah.
So that's like 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Damn near about to play in the game.
Right.
Got you.
Yeah. Like
So what about you, Rob? Are you spending $500K?
And I got his money.
Yeah. With the girl of your dreams.
No.
no, I'm telling you.
So
no.
let's. Okay.
I don't even have that mentality. And sometimes I hate I like these questions, but then I hate these questions because usually the people that are always asking them are people that are not in that same tax bracket.
Right.
And so we're always trying to go at and answer these questions from a mindset of not having that amount of money to even be posed that question in the first place. So we're thinking under a different mindset. But I'm confident enough in myself, just knowing how I operate. I would never spend that type of money on a woman like that.
I would spend that much like on a proposal. Like if you make it $40 million for a proposal and then make it crazy, yeah, I'd probably.
Okay,
spend
so
that, but-
I think none of us here would spend $500K. That's excessive. Like, what do you think? What's the most? Let's say if you're in his position, what's the most you would actually spend on a date?
50, 40,
On
50K.
on a date.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
ten.
I mean, like,
Well,
you
you said
know-
it like that, yeah.
And what date? So this is the key part. This is not an anniversary. This is not my wife. This is not my fiance. This is like first date like this, right?
With a high profile female.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all can call me a liar if you want to. I'm taking her to probably maybe just probably the best restaurant in the city, bro.
Yeah,
First
I feel
date,
you. Yeah.
you lucky. I
Yeah.
might just take you to the coffee shop.
Right, right.
But I'm that type of person though. Like I'm just like that. I'm trying to feel that person out. I'm not about to drop that money, whether I got it or not.
Right.
Right.
Because if I'm really in that position, and let's say I'm really looking for someone to be with,
Right.
I'm not going. Why would I want to spend that amount of money on them? Because I'm leading with my wallet to begin with, so I'm setting myself up for failure.
Right. She gonna
So
be
that's
digging
how
in
I'm
it.
looking at it. So that's me. But I like
So
I
give me
said,
a figure. What's too much
for
you
a first date,
Yeah.
like for an average person,
Yeah.
first date,
Yeah.
bro, y'all gonna really think I'm cheap, bro.
No, don't say average. You said
Because
you
I'm gonna
saying-
tell you what it is. A first date,
Hold on, he
bro.
said if you're Jordan Poole,
If I had his money.
if he had his money.
Okay. Yeah. If you had Jordan Poole's money, give us both.
No, no.
Oh,
you-
if with him, probably a first date, I would say first date, probably maybe 1,500.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at it. Because I'm looking at it. Because I'm looking at it. Okay, let's say we went to a restaurant. We each got like a $400 steak. That's $800. You know what I mean?
Go to Echo
Hey,
Rig
we
real
gonna get
quick.
some. We gonna get some drinks.
Come
Hit
on,
up
You know what I
Echo
mean?
Rig, go hit
You know,
a Kings
I'm a-
game, maybe
I
floor
might
seats,
take.
right?
We might go on a little helicopter ride or whatever after. But that's really it for a first date.
Right.
I'm not
That's
even. I
solid.
don't care if I'm a billionaire. I'm not dropping no crazy amount on no first date. I just wouldn't do that.
Well, hold on. Here's my thing. You could, like, for instance, 10,000. You think 10,000 is too much?
Yes.
So
For a
here's-
first date, bro. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing?
Check it out.
Bitch, we
Fact.
sitting down eating.
No,
That is
simple.
a fact.
What the
For
fuck
the-
you think
no,
we
it's
about
not.
to do?
Not for your first. Say she's bad as fuck. You really want her, right?
This nigga over here
And
trying to
you
rent
make-
Never Land and shit.
Right. That's not that much. 10,000. You're making
You
Jordan
tripping, go
Poole
ahead.
You
money.
tripping.
Jordan Poole money. 40 million a year.
I don't care how much money I'm making.
So 10,000. You know what that gets you?
Bro, I could be one of these Arabs, bro, with this oil money.
Go ahead.
Like you
What does 10,000 get you?
10,000 gets you a lot. Are you kidding me? Like, hey, we're gonna have the
No. I'm not saying it don't get you a lot. That's the problem. Why am I going that route? Why?
And it doesn't
why-
sound too crazy. All you have to do is, hey, limo's gonna pick you up, bring you on over. This is the first date. We're gonna have floor level seats, to the basketball game. You know what I mean? Floor level seats.
That ain't first
Right?
date.
I'm with that. I'm with him. Keep
floor,
going. Keep
floor
going.
level seats, right?
Keep going. I like this.
Well, actually, we go from limo to
like
go.
this.
We go from the limo to we go have dinner, right? and maybe the dinner it's the nicest restaurant in town. They can range anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000.
Nigga, you tripping.
You have a dinner.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Yeah,
I
you
just
go-
said what he said.
I'm gonna say this right now.
I said what he
I'm gonna
said.
say this right now. I wish I would take a bitch to floor seats, nigga, and I ain't hit yet. You tripping.
Boy, you're
You
Jordan
tripping.
Poole.
Bitch, your feet ain't touching the floor of
you're
that
Jordan
court,
Poole.
and I ain't hit yet.
I feel what you said.
Let me tell you that right now.
Let me get
Let's
you
just
right.
keep this a buck right now.
Let me
I
get
don't
you.
care how much I'm making. Your feet ain't touching the court side floor.
Hold on,
If
hold
I
on.
ain't hit yet.
You
Let's
just no. You just said it's a girl you've wanted. Like
No. This first date. We're saying first
and
date.
the first date and a girl you've wanted, bro.
No, but you
got it.
ain't got it. You ain't got the cutty.
Yes, you're Jordan Poole. I keep saying that.
So look, this
You're
is what
Jordan
I'm gonna
Poole.
say.
I don't
because
care
I'm-
who I am. I could be Elon. I don't care.
I'm with him. I'm with Tony.
Bro,
Like,
hear
all
me
it
out.
is a simple limo drive to the dinner, to the floor seat game, and then a helicopter ride out or something. That's it.
$10,000 worth of simple.
I'm with him. Look, this
That
is.
would probably cost about
I'm with him and
$10,000.
I'm not
That's a
with
lot.
him. I'm with him and I'm not with him. All right. I hear
think
what you're
that's
saying.
simple. I make $40 million a year. I can
Make
spend
it make
$10,000 on the
sense
first date
when-
with a girl I like.
Right.
Make it make sense.
Damn.
I'm with both of y'all. Hear me out because what he said is what I would say. I would,
Tony, bro, don't let Tony get a bag, boy. He gonna simp on one.
Nah.
Watch.
He-
Better watch
I
out.
would.
I agree.
told you.
I agree, and I don't
Shouldn't have
agree.
been raised by a mom.
Go ahead.
I agree with the aspect of what you said. 1,500. Like I'm down to take a female. Let's go to Echo and Rig.
That's
right?
to me.
That's a
I would
nice,
think that's
expensive-
a lot for a first
That's
date.
expensive.
I don't care how
date.
much money you
Boom.
make.
Let's get some floor
said
seats
how
right
much
after
money?
Echo.
Floor
like,
seats about 5,000,
Echo,
2,500
Echo
each.
Rig.
2,500
Go hit
each.
the floor seats. Call it a good night. You see what
Yeah.
happened at the end of the night. You know what I mean? We got 40 mil. I'm not finna go crazy, right? I'm not finna go crazy. But
And
wait.
then you gonna get Ice
Wait.
Spice, nigga.
Right,
and go
wait.
go
No.
be working with some
Is
blue balls,
she-
nigga.
Exactly. And if that's the case, and the conversation
gonna
don't
be
exist after that, right? And the conversation don't exist.
He gonna be sitting there with the no nut November dick. And you're like, damn.
That
if the
Starbucks
conversation
Ice
doesn't
Spice.
exist after even a $1,500 date of Echo and Rig courtside seats, and if we don't go nowhere from that, I take you to the door, the house, take you to your door, and you're like, all right, have a good night. All right, you too. Cool. More money for me. And I'm going to go out there and try to do it
How's
again
it
with
more money
somebody.
for you?
Because at that aspect, if you were to come back to me and you thought that was a cool date, like me just chilling, me having my time, well then fuck yeah, man, let's go ahead and spend this $10,000. Let's go to Vegas. Let's hop on a plane. Let's hop on a heli. Let's go
Hold
to
on,
Vegas.
wait, you changing
Let's
the
go ahead and- I'd
conversation.
rather spend that type of money after the first date.
No, but see, you changing the conversation. We're not talking about after that. We're talking about the first
date.
date.
I'm gonna spend as minimal as possible. Like I said, dinner, floor seats.
So how
you
is that-
fucking with me or not?
So
All right,
this
cool.
sounds so.
I would spend.
It sounds like you
more-
just don't want to agree with me.
I did. The number you said, like 1,500. I think floor seats at a Kings game and Echo and Rig at dinner is perfect.
That's not floor seats at the Kings for
you know,
$1,500.
But with a dinner, a nice
I
dinner
looked at it.
at
It's like
Echo and Rig.
$2,500 each. So it'd be you're at 5,000 plus a dinner. You're at
Bruh,
6,500.
if I ain't
limo
Getting some
drive,
nice seats,
If
bro.
I
limo
don't care,
drive,
if,
food,
bro,
it goes up to 8,000, 9,000. Gets there.
Nah,
her feet touching courtside and you ain't hit Warren.
Oh
Nah,
man.
you
If
just,
it's
you a
high
different breed.
profile and a girl you want, it
Different
should.
breed.
If it's high profile and a girl you want, yeah. And you're making 40 mil?
Kim Kardashian was sitting courtside.
I wouldn't give a damn.
Your nigga Lakers in 6 said he saw her ass. So, yeah,
I wouldn't
nigga.
give a damn. Everybody been simping on Kim Kardashian. I'm like, we going to Starbucks.
But they've
Gonna
been
change
hitting
her whole
too.
shit up.
They've been hitting
She gonna be
too.
like, God damn, that nigga don't want. He took me to. That nigga got me a latte.
Miss on your chance to hit.
It's like that's it. And then she gonna be like, they got this little mystery there. They like, okay, he think he can just take me to Starbucks and it's gonna be cool. Like, yeah, got you. Exactly.
She's
Exactly.
gonna be like, Rob.
And if
Coach.
it don't, you know what it cost me? $15. That's it. Y'all tripping. I'm telling you right now. I'm
It's
telling
high
you.
profile. You can't
That's
do
the
that.
problem right now. Is too many dudes doing shit like this. So I don't care if it's 500,000, 10,000 for a first date, nigga. You outside your mind. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. Your first date with nobody should be that type of money.
If it was us, yeah, but that's a different world if you're Jordan Poole with 40 million.
No, to me it doesn't. To me, it's the
And it's a high
mindset.
profile person.
It don't matter how much he could have. He could make $100 million a year.
I would just assume all her other first dates would have probably did the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna be in a different category if you do that. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
No, what you're doing is you're bringing the wrong attention to you because what's going to happen is that's going to go around. Now you set the mark. You can't go below 500 because next time, let's say he takes someone else out and he only spent 100, they're gonna be like, oh damn, you losing the money? Well, I'm not worth 500. I'm not better than Ice Spice. You setting yourself up for failure because you leading with your wallet. People gonna talk. People gonna have the conversation, and that's the other thing too. You understand that she's gonna be talking to other people in the circle, and this circle of celebrities is small. They have these conversations. They're gonna be like, "Oh, damn, he took and spent this much money on him." They're gonna think he ain't nothing but a meal ticket. That's all the type of women that he gonna attract.
Right.
Is women because they gonna think he gonna drop 500,000 on them, which is simping as fuck. And I don't care what level of simping it
The
is.
500, yeah.
It could be what he doing, or you could be spending the 10,000. It don't matter. Simping is at
Hear
the
me
end
out
of the
on
day.
this. Or he ain't simping, and the motherfucker's a genius. Because now he ain't with Ice Spice, but now
That's
all
true.
these females.
That he's thinking a little bit differently, like he knew that this was going to bring him a lot of publicity. That's a whole nother conversation. If that was his goal from the get, you know what I mean? Because obviously we talking about it. Everybody been talking about it. But most people are just saying that he's simping, and it ain't really a good look. It ain't been good light. But I guess, any type of publicity is good publicity. So maybe that's the case. But for him, someone like him, you know that these women be out here trying to get a baby off these dudes. They thirsty for men with that type of bag. Like, ask PJ Washington how he doing. Like this ain't like I'm looking at it from a realistic perspective.
I just don't think 10,000 is even close to 500,000. It doesn't compare. 10,000 ain't shit.
No one's saying that.
When we get our money,
no one's saying
when we
that,
get our
though.
money, that's definitely not gonna be shit.
The mentality.
Our 2.1 million or whatever.
The mentality is the point though. To me, if you already have the mentality of leading with your wallet, it's going to steer you down the wrong path. Nigga, we can get a helicopter ride at Vegas for $200.
Really? Oh shit! I thought it was like 500.
Nah,
I would have thought so. Really, I mean,
I'll bust a coupon out, nigga.
Yeah.
Speaking of Groupon, man, there's a bunch of things you can find on Groupon.
Like what?
Like scary night managers for hotels.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
horrible.
That's right.
That was hella corny.
Before we ask this question, like, what's the worst y'all ever, could imagine being violated?
That escalated quickly.
In a hotel, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
In a hotel setting?
Yeah.
Someone, the housemaids steal our shit.
Because that's what you're thinking. I'm talking
That's
about
my
normal
fear.
stuff. I'm not talking about something like an irrational fear. I'm talking about something that is rational, not an irrational. Like when you go to a hotel, what do you if you're thinking the worst thing that you could think could possibly happen?
Leave your money, leave your weed in the the
Right.
hotel, and they break, they clean up. You
Somebody
want them to
stole
come clean.
your stuff. While
I got a
you're
weird
gone.
one. I got a weird one.
Yeah.
I got a weird one.
Hit me with it.
It's like if somebody was like, this has always been my, because I thought it happened to me one time and I actually went in the wrong room. But if I got a hotel room, nice, I love how it's nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to leave and I didn't have to take a shit, didn't take a shit at all, I left and I came back and there were a big ass shit stain in my fucking toilet, I would be pissed and would fuck my whole trip up.
Hey, that's kind of an irrational fear, but I ain't gonna lie, that would
It would
that
fuck me up
my-
that somebody
fuck my
else's
day up.
ass was on that toilet before my ass was on that toilet before they cleaned it. Like that pissed me the fuck off.
I mean, well, obviously, it's
Hotel,
hotels.
oh.
Other people's ass been on that toilet.
I know, but when room service was, or you know what I mean? When
You
they
think
got
they
it
really
nice,
cleaning the toilet like that?
I don't know, man. I feel that way.
I
at
think
least,
so.
bro.
They
Psychologically,
Yeah.
But there wasn't basically like this. There wasn't no shit smear in the bowl.
Right.
I
I'm
get
like,
you.
who the no?
Like a big,
No.
like a big gigantic
like a
shit.
turd.
Yeah, like it just slid in there. Like no.
Let the doodle roll off the bowl.
Boom.
No,
He said,
bro.
"Loud doo doo ass."
Loud,
nigga."
yes. Hit the
Like-
side of the bowl and let it roll in.
Oh, I'd be pissed. The fuck.
Godfrey was a fool for that. A guest.
Oh,
A
this
guest.
is different then.
A guest.
It
Oh, so
is.
it's different because it was
It
a
is a little
guest.
bit.
So if it was
Yeah.
reversed,
It
it's
is.
fucked up.
Because
Yeah, if it's
I'm
service,
assuming
fucked
like
up. But
the
he's,
shift
like, giving a
manager
service to them?
creeps into your hotel with their fucking key and starts sucking your toes. Yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking problem with it, bro.
So you don't have a problem with the guest sucking on his
Nah,
toes?
the manager
So imagine
fucking
you
wanted
working
that
at your
shit.
job selling rental cars and nigga come suck your toes while you was taking a break. You cool with it?
The fuck? I ain't.
Okay then. He's like, lick the left one now.
So the guest creeps into his room.
Yes.
How did guest creep in? You got all the keys.
They broke in somehow. But we can play around with the semantic.
God.
But I want to ask that, if hearing this, do you think this was consensual?
Fuck no.
No? What
He
you
had
think?
he had to.
I think there was
How he
something
get in?
before that
Yeah,
happened.
somebody
How
got the
they
wrong
get in?
message.
Something before where he's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Who knows if these shoes will come on?
Yeah.
I know.
You said why are my
That
socks
nigga.
up?
Hey, why he have all the covers on except his foot hanging out?
He said the wrong thing to a weird motherfucker. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left his door cracked.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no way, cause we got to look at it worse. If this wasn't consensual, I'm really scared. Like, so you got graped. If you got your toes sucked without your consent.
No, I don't think that.
You don't think so? Let's ask you. You don't think that that's grape?
Well, because the reason why it's kind of like sucking. I don't know, because I think, you know what I think is grape, and Stella knows this. I don't like that shit, and I really get pissed, and I really will hit somebody over this. When people do wet willies, that to me that's great, because you're putting your object inside my hole.
Worst
Fuck,
sensation ever.
But you're putting it in my hole. I'm like, dude, what
so wait
the?
a minute. Let me throw this back on you, because you put up a good example. I'm with you to a certain degree. I'm hearing you.
Hate that
I'm
wet
listening.
will. That wet willy stuff's disgusting.
I'm listening.
Don't ever
But so
disgust
you
me. It's
telling
disgusting.
me that another man sucking on your extremity of your body ain't grape? It's the same thing.
Well, I take grape as like I take grape.
They
as
both a muscle.
I take it as an attack. Like, it's going in you. You know what I mean? It's going in you. I graped you. You didn't grape me.
Oh, so if a man just woke you up just sucking on your thing, that ain't
It's not
it.
grape. He's gonna get hit, but it's not.
Oh, that's not grape?
No, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
What you thinking?
I want to know what Stephon thinking. You let another man suck your toes? You wake up to it?
You took way too long, bro. You took way too long.
I was gonna say something.
You sound
else.
speechless.
He's still thinking about it.
He's like, I did it. I'm the one.
I'm
the one who did it.
I've woken up to a flight to Boston before.
What the fuck?
Flight to Boston.
Yeah.
Explain that.
A flight to Boston, you know, you get some boss head, a flight of boss head.
Oh, okay.
Like a flight
I
to
ain't never
Boston.
heard that term, man.
Yeah. And it shocked me. It shocked me because it wasn't the chick that I thought was going to be there.
I'm glad you said chick.
Yeah. And yeah, I was definitely not expecting that. And it wasn't like a moment where you're like, oh shit, I'm getting a blowjob. Oh yeah, keep going. No, I was like, bitch, I'm trying to sleep. Bitch, get the fuck my dick. I was kind of.
So was this person staying with you?
It was like a party. It was like everybody just passed out and I just woke up to fellatio. I'm in a flight to Boston.
But you still haven't answered my question, Stephon.
Huh?
So,
Oh, I don't care.
this nigga said I don't care. I'm like, leave.
You
What the fuck?
You don't care about your toe getting sucked?
Nah.
By a man?
Well, if I put my toe in that situation, that's my fault, and I'm gonna blame myself for that. But no one's gonna suck my toe. That's just disgusting.
here's my thing when it, like, I know my natural reaction. I know exactly what I would do. Like, if it's sucking on my toe, like, I'm literally gonna be like, pull it and trip him on the ground or some shit. Like, cause I want to get him back. You know what I mean?
You gonna suck his toes back, nigga?
No, I'm gonna fucking trip him. Like, dude, just fucking hit him on the ground or something. You know what I mean? That, to me, that's getting him back. Like, fucking don't do that.
No, what's getting him
'Cause
back
it's like
is
the wet
putting-
willy shit.
Is putting him out of his misery.
Kicking him in the face.
No,
Yeah, you gotta give him
no,
that
he's over.
300.
No, it's over.
You give him that 300 kick.
Bro.
Nigga, what you doing?
Grim Reaper time. Let's roll. It's time to go. You can't just no.
There has to
I'm
be
imagining
video.
Rob right
The
now.
consequences have to be very severe. Because number one, I'm already mad at myself letting myself slip up like this in the first place. Like the fact that I have to kill everybody around this because this story ain't getting out. If this would have happened to me, wouldn't have been no story.
Are you saying words first, or like, are you gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
No, it wouldn't have been no words.
you wouldn't say yes. You would.
Nah.
I know you would.
Nope.
Man, what the hell?
Nah, it wouldn't be no words. Because number one, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I wouldn't even want a woman sucking on my toes for the fact that my toes is even getting sucked. It's either I'm in a bad dream or this is hell.
Toes
But
getting
this got to
sloppy
go.
toppy.
This is not
Have
not
I
cool.
had my toes?
But I'm gonna be honest with you. This wouldn't even get out. This wouldn't even come out.
I put toes in my mouth.
They would just say that. They would just say we lost the
It was
guest.
weird.
They wouldn't even be no backstory that they'd be like, "Oh man, how we lose this guest?" I'm like, "Bro, I think he fell down the stairs."
This shit is consensual because you know there's video.
That's what I
of,
think.
of whoever went in this nigga's room.
That's what I'm saying.
There's video.
I got questions. That's my thing. Like how you got the key card,
Right.
how you got all the access to
Let's
the
see the
room.
video.
What was the invite?
Right.
Like, come on, what led up to this? It sound like he ain't suck your toes the way you wanted, and now you trying to say you got toe graped. Like, nah.
Then how do they know what room he was in?
Right.
There was a situation recently where a transgender woman bought Grubhub and then recorded herself saying like, "Ooh, damn, man, you look hella fine, signing up to get your dick sucked." And the dude was like, "Shit, what's up then?" And then the girl was like, "Come on in." And then she recorded herself sucking the Grubhub driver's dick, but the driver didn't know that it was a man. Is that rape?
To the fucking max.
He consented
Fucking max.
all the way.
To the max.
To the max.
He consented to what he thought was a bitch.
Whew. I ain't gonna lie, Stefan, you don't normally leave me stumped. That's a good ass question. I know there's gonna be consequences in this motherfucker though. It's gonna be some shit in the city, boy.
I mean, how good was? I mean, you gotta be.
But I can't. But if I gotta keep it a buck, I can't say it was great because I went with it.
Yeah.
I consented, but did you consent to
Yeah, you didn't consent to
Johnny?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a red,
You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought it was Jessica.
that's a
Right.
red flag.
That's a good one, Stefan.
Just imagine him.
That's a good one.
Imagine it, Warren.
Man, I'm with Rob, man. There gonna be some consequences.
That's a big time violation, though. If this was not consensual, that's a big time violation.
Stefan, what are you doing in that situation?
That's just a red flag. I would have to walk away because I'm kind of That's a red flag because I'm kind of autistic in a way. So I would just see that and I'd be like, "There's something wrong with this person," to where she just wants to suck up an Uber driver that maybe hasn't even showered today, just driving all around. Those are just red flags.
Hey, that's a good point.
Unfortunately, I would walk away.
But that stuff happens all the time.
All the time.
I
All
know,
the time.
no, it happens all the time. I know
I don't know.
in the day job with the technicians, bro, that stuff happens all the
I
time.
heard about
Facts.
that.
Oh yeah, bro, they be giving.
Yeah.
My Mexican grandma just scared me because she would say, anytime it's too good to be true, like if you're ever in the middle of the desert, just by yourself and random girls on a horse that's naked and beautiful wants to have sex with you, it's the devil in disguise. So I was like, fuck. So anything like that, I would
Shit,
think.
devil sound good to me. Let me get a ride on that hump. Shit.
So I'm scared because of
Bing
my grandma.
ting.
I was just thinking something crazy. Like,
Because there's stories of niggas waking up in Vegas with body parts missing, like organs
Oh
and shit.
yeah.
So like that shit would, nigga, I'd wake up like, nigga.
He wanted your big toe.
Like,
Bro,
I'm
no, he
like,
wanted
give
his
me-
calves. The calves is gone, bro. No more calves. Oh, shit.
Start feeling.
I
for
could just
everything.
imagine this hella like bandage right here. He's like,
I'm calling Tony immediately.
yeah. Watch Tony. He taking pictures with his legs up like this.
Yeah, that
He
shit-
said
that shit
Tony's hashtags. He said somebody gotta lose if you got to win.
You gotta lose. You gotta win.
Oh man,
That shit wild.
y'all into getting your toes sucked?
Nah.
No, hell no.
No.
I fuck with my socks on.
Yeah, my girl that did that. That was
Traction.
That was
My
weird,
nigga, bro.
This nigga said I fuck with my
Bruh.
socks on.
Especially them hospital. You need those hospital grip socks
Man.
or them sky high joints.
Sky high ones with the
I-
grip.
bro. I got like 6 pairs,
You keep the shades
Tearing
on
that
too,
shit
Wynton?
up.
bro.
You keep the shades on too?
Nah. I like seeing and like seeing and shit. Waves and shit. Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, you ain't touching my fucking toes. Y'all was saying all this shit, and I'm just thinking to my goddamn self, who the fuck sucks toes, bro? Who does that? Are we still doing that?
There's a lot of dudes who suck toes.
I suck toes. Yeah.
You suck toes?
Yeah, the fuck, everything. Yeah, the fuck.
Nah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I'm nasty.
For a woman, yeah.
I'm nasty. I'm nasty. Not that nasty.
Like as you're fucking like kind of missionary but off
Yeah,
to the
yeah, I
side.
feel you,
You got a
yeah.
foot right here, right in between the
Nah,
arch.
get them bitches out my fucking
Right in between the
face.
arch. Like you stick your tongue right up in the arch and
I'll
everything.
keep them right
Just
here.
looking on
Put
that.
them to the side.
Tony licks spit off glass. You know this nigga's licking
Oh
toes.
God.
Yeah, fuck.
Anyways, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm not a toe guy. Not in that aspect. I appreciate a woman, has nice toes, like if they done right and all that. Yeah, but I don't have the urge to want to lick them though.
That smell.
The what?
It's a special smell.
Smell like cone chips, nigga. Got some Frito
Especially when they
feet.
get off work. Like if they work in high heels and get off work, oh my God.
Got them Frito feet.
That smell of leather and
Frito
fucking
Lays.
skin, man. Leather and skin.
That's so funny. Frito scoops.
Well, I mean, obviously, those are type of relationship things that I guess you can say, keep you yearning or keep the relationship strong, right? I wanted
Or
to
not.
know what.
I said, or not.
What's that?
I
Yeah,
said,
oh yeah,
or
true.
not.
Yeah, very true. Is it fair or foul to keep videos or photos of your ex-girlfriends? What do you think about that? In the aspects of relationships, you talk about toes, you talking about high heels, right? You think it's a fair game or foul to keep your exes in your phone?
Well, let's. I saw a video about it because they were asking this question. Let's play that.
Ex and them kissing.
Is it that fair or foul, man?
That's foul.
That's fucking foul.
So here's my thing. That's almost an agreement, man. I think that people need to have before they even become a couple is, look, I shouldn't have to go through your phone. You shouldn't have to go through mine, but I have stuff in my phone that will probably hurt you and me. So I need to delete all this before we become something. I'm going to delete everything I have in there completely off the cloud, off everything, because I want to start a new relationship with you. So I'm just letting you know I'm deleting all my shit. You should delete all yours. We shouldn't have anything of anybody that we've had in the past unless it's something that's like important. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Time matters though too.
yeah, but
How long you've been broken up and supposedly in a new relationship?
It'd always be in between anywhere from a year to 8 years, maybe.
I mean,
max.
maybe even shorter than that, to be honest with you. But I was probably with mine, I switched, probably like a couple months, 3-4 months, long enough for her to be able to find the photos that I had of my ex.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been in this situation.
So what'd you do?
Yeah, they weren't in my phone.
Did you delete them?
No, they were actually her photos. She did modeling and shit like that, and so they were modeling photos, and she found those. I did hide them. I'm not going to deny the fact that I hid them, but she ended up finding them bitches.
So did you delete them after she found them?
Yeah, they go.
It was in your phone.
Right. Okay.
Nah, they were.
You should
photos
respect the person you're with. Yeah.
that
delete
I
'em.
actually hid under my drawer, and somehow she found that shit.
Cause she was folding your funky ass drawers, nigga. She found them.
Nah, well, she did, but it was what it was. Obviously, so she knows who she is. You know what I mean?
This nigga Wynton.
Yeah, it wasn't no thing.
Who keeps real Polaroids like
Bro,
that?
this was like what, 2007? You know what I mean? 2007.
Bro, you saving those for the spank bank?
I mean, she modeled. You know what I mean? How many of you niggas had some pictures of bitches modeling and shit?
Like naked,
you know
like
what I
naked
mean?
model?
It was nice modeling.
Naked modeling.
Underwear modeling. Yes.
That ain't enough.
It was. Yeah. Anyways, yes.
So Tony, you're deleting the video. Let's say you got a video of you smashing your ex. You deleting it?
No, that's getting sent to one of y'all to hold. That's getting sent to everybody. I'm gonna say that right now. Y'all gonna have video, keep it for safekeeping in case. That's what's happening no matter what the fuck. I've looked up the laws. We try to do some shit.
I started a trend with this nigga. I sent this fool some shit.
Oh,
Wow.
I watch it from time to time. Every year I've watched it from time to time. I still go there.
Are y'all talking about in the shower?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
I still got it.
Back when I was
know.
a smart nigga.
I don't know if I still got it.
Smart nigga.
But I don't even like this whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
To me, the fact that you going on the show and exchanging each other's phone, I don't even like this situation. This situation is a no. if some of these dudes be coming up on the street, they be like, hey, y'all want to go through each other's phone? Hell no, keep it pushing.
No, it's scripted.
We're
That's
not
scripted.
playing.
That's 100% scripted.
Yeah.
He's not straight.
He's weak.
He's not straight.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he's not straight. No, he just got a dude, and he was like, well, I'm not heterosexual. Well, I'll do it anyways, and he just did it.
Okay. But if we taking it for face value, let's just say it's real. Let's just say it's not fake
Yeah.
or staged, right? Let's just go with that. Let's just, if that's the case.
That's crazy.
Man, her body language said everything.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
She didn't care about him.
She don't give a fuck
keeping
about
those
him.
because she reminiscing.
Yes.
She's probably upset that she can't have this man no more. Like, and this, now, I do think there's some exceptions. I think, Tony, you were on it just a little bit. Because if it's like your ex and it's a situation where you had kids with them, then I think that's different. I do think that's different. Because it's a level of respect, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is, that ex is not just some ex. That's the mother of your child.
Right.
And that's a different thing. And if you had a photo where it was them, let's say it was a Halloween photo and they was in some type of, costume, but the other parent was in the photo, like, I wouldn't get rid of that.
Right, exactly.
I wouldn't delete that. Why would I do that?
What happens if it wasn't that far? Let's just say, before the kids,
Before the kids?
It was like
No.
it was like let's say family photo.
Okay, well, no, I like that question.
You know.
There we go.
A family photo, yeah, I wouldn't I'd be like, well, he was in family then, you know what I mean? So,
Would you saying would you delete it or not?
Right. Would you delete it? Like, let's say it's Abuelita, the last time you seen Abuelita. Am I saying that right? Come on, help me out.
Abuelita.
Abuelita. You know what I mean?
I
There
just
you go.
like
Yeah.
the thing is like, man, I wouldn't. I'd be like, dude, I don't have this picture for that reason, right? You should understand, like a lot of they say women have intuition, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're just jealous. But it's like
I agree.
If you can cut, like, say they were at the end of the picture, all right, fine, I'll cut that.
Cut
You
them
know what I mean?
out,
I'll cut that off.
Right, because and we're getting technical with it, but there's just some photos you can't, like, especially if it's a big group photo
Actually, that's not
somewhere.
true.
Like, I think that's what you was kind of maybe talking about. It's a good group photo of family members. You're
Rob.
not going to delete that photo.
Rob, but you know about this, the Galaxy S22. I heard you can delete people out of.
I've seen that. I think the Google
Pixel.
phone, the Pixel, could do that real good now.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
But I like this conversation because this actually happened to me. This story time for everybody. This was, a couple years back. This is before I was with Rachel, and I went on a date with this person. This is the first date. You know who this is. So went on first date with this person, asking me questions about just my life and all that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And, I said, I have my son. I said, I got a son or whatever. And she wanted to see a picture of him, the girl that I was on the date with. So I showed her a picture of my son. And then she was like, oh, he's handsome.
Hey,
and
was this with him with long hair or short hair?
It was short hair.
Oh, okay.
So she's like, oh, she basically had said like, oh, what is he mixed with? Because she was trying to figure it out, whatever. And I said, oh, she's, I told her what her race was, his mom. And she was like, oh, and then she's like, oh, do you have a picture of her or whatever? And then I was like, I said, well, I'd have to go way back. And I had to go back and found one like where it was us three. Like this was at his birthday party. Found it, show it. She looked, she's like, oh yeah, she's pretty. And then she said, wow, you really have a photo of your baby mom in your phone? And I was like, yeah, this date's over.
Yeah, you ended it.
I'm dead
Yeah,
serious.
you ended that shit.
I ended the date
She was
right
pretty
then and
cute.
there.
She's
I
pretty
ended
cute.
the shit
You
right
ended
then
that,
and
yep.
there. I was like, yeah, you nuts.
Oh, she is too, because we saw
Yeah.
her throughout years.
There's
The next
something wrong
5
with
years,
you.
we saw her in the club fighting, hitting
Yeah.
some dude, different dudes every time she's bringing
Yeah,
to the club.
Who bitch is this? What
I'm gonna
bitch is
say,
this?
You know her. You've seen her.
I'm gonna
You've
save
seen her.
myself.
What
I was
bitch
like,
is?
I'm gonna save myself the headache on this one.
Yeah, she's a
It's
headache.
like I'm gonna get, and she was always blowing me up. And I remember one time she finally, because she would always show up at the club. She would always show up. She would always come in and stuff like that. She would always be coming in. And one of these times she was drunk or whatever, and she texted me. She thought she was gonna be able to by attrition. She thought she was just gonna keep on, and it just didn't want to go work. And she finally hit me up and was just like, she wanted detail why I stopped. Like I didn't want to, you know, hang out with her, didn't want to give her a chance, nothing like that. And I broke it down, and I
know who you talking about.
And I gave her 100% truth. I just broke it down, and I said, nah, I think that was hella weak for you to ask. You asked me, number one, and number two, I said that's my son's mother. I said I still have a respect for the mother, you know, who brought him into this world. Why would I delete the photo that's at his birthday? And I think this was his 4th birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
I think it was his 3rd or 4th, and it was at Chuck E. Cheese. And like I said, I had to go all the way back. I don't think you know who the person is. The only reason why Tony knows who it is because she would always come into this spot all the time, and
she would dance.
He's the one that told me one time I'm standing there and she was dancing on some other dude, but looking straight at me. I'm not even paying attention.
She was dancing on him harder too, like just be like.
And I'm like not even paying attention.
You could have this if you want. You know, I'm like, dude, chill out. Jesus, chill the fuck. Gus this girl. She's crazy.
Yeah, she was nuts. She was nuts. And I knew that from that conversation. It was just like, and I could tell how she was talking. I'm just like, yeah, I'll pass on this. Here's the check, please.
What was she, Arabic or?
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
She's cute. She's fine, but it's like you could
Don't
tell
care.
she's crazy.
Don't care.
You could just tell.
See, that's my mentality. I don't give a fuck. Not simply for none of these chicks.
Show the tab 2, Stefan. Who on tab 2?
Scroll down a little bit. Scroll. Yeah. There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, there was more. Okay,
Yeah, there's one more.
Oh, I seen this one. This shit's funny.
So,
She's a 10.
what woman cries? Okay, let's watch the video before we get into
I'm
it.
about to say, yeah. Let me see here.
I'm literally leaving the club early because men are fucking shit. I'm in the fucking drive-thru of the Jack in the Box on my way home and to go fucking eat my feelings. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm literally a fucking 10. And this bastard doesn't see it.
No, and I'm mean because fuck you. Who do you think you are?
Well, obviously, Tony, she thinks she's a 10.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. I don't do like
No,
I said.
Tony, you can't know. She thinks she a 10. She a 10.
She identifies as a 10.
Yes.
Oh,
She a bad.
God, bro. Stop telling everybody there's a Santa Claus. Oh, Lord.
So,
Damn.
is the attractiveness weighed by confidence or is it delusion?
I mean, shit. You know, you could
you
be
thinking,
drinking
man?
the Kool-Aid, man. You could
Right.
definitely be overconfident, and it could be delusional as shit.
Yeah, it's delusion.
But no, there is a. You know what? You do got to have a certain swag to yourself, but there is a certain point where that certain swag should be dimmed, I guess you can say.
How much far she got to dim?
Oh, shit. She was.
You gotta
Turn
shut
down
whole-
the
You
lights.
just break the light bulb.
Let's
Gotta
just say
unscrew that.
Let's just say she had the best personality in the world. Even then, I would say, okay, I can see why you think you're a 10. But it's like you could tell just because you're acting like that over that. No, you're already an idiot. Like,
I love the personality. Personality is huge
yeah,
nowadays.
it's huge.
You know
I've
what
seen
I
some
mean?
girls that
Like,
weren't, and then they had a personality. Like, oh damn.
But man,
Yeah.
stop that for a second, bro. Man, we ain't attracted. Look, let's call that for the bullshit. We ain't attracted to your personality.
Shit.
I can't see that from across
we
the
didn't
street.
say that. We just said I'm just saying I see why she would think that if she had a good personality.
I see what you
I'd be
say.
like, oh fuck.
But
yeah.
Let's
you
see
wouldn't
what
even,
you're
bro. But come on, I don't give a damn. They had the best personality in the world. You see whoever
Actually,
walking down the street.
I gave a girl. We didn't fuck, but I mean, I made out with a chick that she wasn't that. I mean, but her personality was like, I was like, you're so fucking cool. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That's how I just did it.
So you gave her a pity fuck.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
no.
that sound
We
like.
didn't fuck. No, just a pity makeout, I guess.
But when you first seen her, you wasn't attracted.
No,
to her.
not at all.
Right. So you didn't see the.
But her personality, I was
through
like,
her genes.
okay, you're fucking hella cool. Like it was like she was like so cool that I did. I was like, all right, cool for that. You know what I mean? Brought her up a point or two. Enough to make out when I'm drunk.
You making
No,
with this one?
no, not even with. No,
She could be cool.
That's
First of all, well, I mean,
I'm not even for this. I don't even like bashing people on this, but I definitely like bashing people when they think that I have to alter my reality of what is really happening here. And I'm sorry, man. I'm not giving Ursula no break on this. I'm not giving her no break. I'm not giving her no break. Like you can't just like that's the delusion part. That's the part that I think is fucking up people with society. Is that everybody's a 10, everybody was getting the participation trophies, all this other shit. No, there was a first, second, and third place. And it was good. If you got third place, good. Work harder to get in the second and first next time. That's what we missing in today. And now everybody can be a 10. Everybody can be the best. No matter what it is. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's best for the world. I don't think it's best for society. I don't think that makes you want to grow. I don't think that makes you want to achieve nothing. Like, think about it. For this particular person, like, their health ain't gonna be in the best condition. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Yeah, like their life is gonna be threatened as they get older. Mm-hmm. And you over here saying that you a 10, and that's the delusion that you have in your head, and that you got it that you think we crazy for not thinking that you a 10. That's the backwards.
So
part.
Here's a question I have.
So far down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So I have a question now that you're talking about that. So what do you think about how the modeling industry, especially like Victoria's Secret, has gone into this all sizes thing? Because to me, what I kind of thought was like, but that's the beautiful part about it, is that these women are up there because they're fit. Now you shouldn't promote things like throwing up and all that shit, like all that bad shit that comes with it. Right. But it's like, but at least promoting, hey, a healthy body, someone who's actually eating healthy and intaking good. Yeah, they should get to, because not anybody should get to be a Victoria's Secret model. It should be the best of the best. It should be what it is.
True.
100%.
Look, at this, I feel like, I'm not going to say same size, but I feel like the same statue. That right there, I love plus size. Yes.
And they should have plus size models. I think they should have plus size models,
size.
But they shouldn't be like, they try to say that, oh, this is beauty. Like, or
you see that?
I mean,
Warren,
it's hard to say.
That? You see the yam yaks?
It's like they get mad at the girls that are fit
plus size
and fine. It's like, don't get mad at them though. Like,
but that's over thick, right?
No.
Plus size. You got to see.
That's
now,
nice.
if she has that exuberance of confidence, maybe that may catch to some niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna.
You posted that?
Nah, I almost did.
I'm about to get in trouble.
Yeah, right. I got approval. I showed it to her.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, hey, what you think it is? I was like,
that person is not that person.
Yeah, but it is a version. Maybe it's a version.
No.
Or two.
No.
Or two. All right.
No,
all right.
that was a negative
all right.
1.
All right.
That girl was maybe a 6'7". That's like a negative 1. That I didn't know. That Lord.
What you
but see, with the right personality.
What you think, Warren?
About
she could be a 1 or 2, and I wouldn't do a 1 or 2.
Like just the fact that she's sitting in the car, and I don't even know if this is real. Sometimes with the internet, I think people just anytime there's somebody crying on the internet, I think it's staged. I don't know. I just always think that. But with this person in the Jack in the Box line about to order about 30 tacos, she is upset that hey, with the extra sauce.
Them bitches is fire after the fucking club, man.
Hey, $15, nigga, that's a bargain.
Right.
But it's, gonna go eat her emotions, eat her sadness away because she was at a nightclub and saying that that's what she said. That's the part that made me upset, is that dudes are assholes because they can't see that she's a 10. That's what she said. Like,
right.
What we doing?
Right.
I mean, I feel bad for her. I don't think it's her fault, because I think seriously, I don't. I think it's a product of women too, because I seen this like interesting experiment.
Speak on it.
Mm-hmm. I seen this.
I like where this is going.
I seen this interesting experiment on IG, where they have 5 girls, and there was like
one cup.
There was like a group of guys watching. Okay. You stupid. So there was like a group of guys watching. I was
like,
right?
that's a new. They got a part 3. Shit.
And so
that video is crazy.
The rules of the thing was like, there's 5 girls, so 5 being the most attractive, 1 being the less attractive. So they said, they told the girls first, put them in order. What you think? Who's the most attractive?
I think I've seen something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Yeah.
And so they had the worst attractive girl at 5. and they had the most attractive girl at one. You know what I mean? And
they was pandering.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, they were all talking to each other like, girl, you're a bad bitch, this and that. Like, you're 5.
Yeah, they all said,
you're 1. You're
period.
this, you're that. Yeah. So then at the end, they're like, guys, now do your rating. And then they came in there like, man, this is all messed up. They're like 1, go to 5, 5, go to 1. They're like 4. They're like 2, go to 4. Like they changed the whole thing. And then at the end, the guy was like, this is the difference between us. It was like, as men, you know, we'll tell our true feelings. You know what
Visually.
I mean? And yeah, we'll give you the real about how a woman looks. They're like, you guys as females, you guys factor in like their emotions and how they're feeling and this and that, like where they are in their lives and all this other shit. It's like, men will not do that. You know, we're creatures of how you look. What looks best.
Well, I kind of feel like it's along the lines of, and I guess just adding on to it, that women naturally aren't confrontational. So like, especially amongst other women, I forgot what it was said. They were talking about women lie more than men. And the reason why is because they don't like confrontation. So when they see their girlfriend come out all dressed up, and even if it's ugly, they'll be like, oh girl, it's okay. It looks nice. And it's like,
and that's the fucked up part. You knew that bitch walked out looking like a wisdom tooth.
Right.
And you still let her go out to the club.
So it's like,
you knew. You set her up to fail, but they know that they gonna fail.
And it's
because,
like,
and you know, and women, talking to
That's
y'all.
why
Y'all know I'm telling the
Y'all
truth.
lie more.
Especially the ones that if you the best looking one in your group, in your circle, you do that shit on purpose.
Yep.
Because if they ain't looking the best, you stand out better. So if you really a 7 and you surround yourself with some 5s, your ass look like you a 10. Because everybody's comparing the group. That's how dudes are. We're very visual. If we see a group of girls, we don't rank on a system where, okay, we going, the best looking is Beyonce and this. That's not how we think. We look in the moment. So we like that group. We're like, okay, that's the best looking one. Right? Boom, boom, boom. So that plays better than they favorite. I know what y'all be doing. I know.
And we get it just because your girls
doing.
aren't. You're not confrontational. You know what I mean? And like you were saying about men and narcissists, we're confrontational. That's why we go to war and y'all don't go to war. You know what I mean? Like we're just confrontational beings, and we'll say how it is because we don't mind the confrontation.
Yeah, they'll pander.
You know what I mean?
100%. I think women be pandering.
Yeah,
they'll do that. They'll say, "Oh yeah, hot girl summer." Turn up, bitch. Period. You a 10, bitch.
You a queen. You a fucking queen.
Baddie.
Fuck him.
Baddie with a fatty. They all say that same bullshit.
They all need the confidence, so you know what I mean.
No,
they all need the confidence, man.
No,
they all need it in order to feel good.
No, I'm gonna be
about
100,
themselves.
man. No,
sometimes
like them girls in Vegas, I yelled at.
That may spark the change, though.
I don't care if it was
it's not going to spark the change. They think they a 10. If you think you're a 10, what are you going to improve?
You're going to try to work on even being a better 10.
You're not. You're not. Because if you know you're a 6, you're going to try to work to get better, which you can't necessarily improve your looks per se. And just like a dude can't change his height. You know what I mean? Like they've done rankings on that. I think a similar test that you was talking about with dudes the same way. And they were looking at level of attractiveness. Women look at it completely different. Right. Like you could have maybe, let's say, a really attractive, like real short dude, and then maybe an average looking tall dude. They'll pick the tall dude because women want someone that's just taller because they're looking out. They want someone that's going to procreate a healthy child. That's how biologically that's how they're thinking. So it's different, and men shouldn't get mad at that. That just is what it is. Men keep it 100 with ourselves. We don't bullshit each other. We know, like, bro, you slipping.
You fucking fat ass.
Get
bro.
it together.
You a fat ass, bro.
We get it together, and it's out of love. It's not out of hate. It's out of like, dude, we want you to improve. We want you to get better. We want you to, be healthy. Whatever it may be, whatever you need to improve on in life. I'm not even just talking about weight. I'm talking about anything. But women is, bro, I see them pandering a lot, bro. Like that happens a lot. And this person right here.
Oh no, that's just like this shit's.
It's funny.
Victim of that.
Nothing. I'll just say like
let your mind run wild when you be laughing innerly. I need to hear that inner laugh.
No, they're just pandering. They're talking about pandering.
I bet you she listened to Ice Spice too. I bet you she listened to Ice Spice.
She's
Ice
like,
Spice
I deserve $500K.
Yeah.
Bet you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, hell no.
That's how much
what you say,
Luke Skywalker had to pay.
Bitch.
Jabba the Hutt. I thought it was, I'm not even saying that to be mean. I thought it was like Star Wars, like Jabba the Hutt, but someone with a wig.
I
Like,
seen
ow,
another
what the
video,
fuck?
bro. They did her so wrong. You actually can search for it real quick because that when I searched for that video, it came up first. Like go to YouTube
Man, dude, look at that. Lord,
and
I'm
do
not-
another
what?
search.
Y'all should
for
edit
that
in.
same
It's a
thing.
trap in that video.
Bro. No, somebody else already made the video.
should
I
be
think
hella
it's.
funny.
I think it might be that first one. Click the first. Yeah, click that.
You gotta get better.
I'm literally leaving the club early because men are fucking shit. And remember, besties, if you're gonna deal with a man who ain't shit,
No. No.
Wow.
No.
Run that back.
When I saw it, bro,
No.
it caught me off guard.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Oh my God.
The accuracy, man. The accuracy is brilliant.
Somebody.
Hey, what you say? Hey, the internet be interneting.
Internet.
God damn.
Hey, whoever made that video,
Man.
right here, sir.
God damn.
Jesus.
So good luck to you guys next week. Okay. Good luck to you guys tomorrow, I should say, not next week. I truly
That nigga don't mean
I
that.
see it going to Game 7. That's why I say that. And who knows what'll happen. Results are in, by the way.
I know what'll happen. Lakers gonna lose.
Lakers.
If they lose if they go to Game 7, bro, that's not gonna be good.
Anyways, I want to thank you guys so very much for staying tuned to what we got each and every week, episode 72. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I know you're watching, and if you're watching to the very end, and we only saying it right now, hit that like and subscribe button. I know you know each time you click on a YouTube video, they start you off with something real good and then stop everything to tell you to go like and subscribe. Like and subscribe just because we did not do that to you in the beginning. You know what I mean? Come mess with your boys. Come kick it with us each and every week. You already know the crew. We got my guy over there, Tony Warren. You know my guy, Tony. You rocking with the crew.
Two Tonys?
Yeah, like
I thought I said Warney. That's Warren.
Warny.
Warney.
Warny.
Warney.
Warny and horny.
Warney. Let me do that again.
Wynton is officially back.
You rocking
Yeah.
with the crew.
You was
know
on
what
a
I mean?
roll. I was about to
He
give
was.
it up to you.
He was.
I was about to
Yeah.
be like, bro, you killed it. And then you said,
You said
Fucked
Tony.
up right at
Tonys.
the end. Damn,
Warren.
damn.
Tony.
Let me do it again. You're rocking with the crew. Stefan, Rob, Warren, Tony, Wynton. Thanks so much for tuning in to About the Night. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's get up out of here. Get him up out of here.